Hey guys, how are you all doing? It's a girl Cindy and I'm back again with another video. I trust you guys are having a good time today. Thank you so much for clicking to watch this video. I have seen so many posts on TikTok regarding the Texas flooding. I'm sure by now we all are aware of this situation. I just want us to talk about it. Children died. Adults died. People lost their lives. I saw a clip of a child literally on the tree calling out for help. Now, on TikTok, people are making videos blaming Donald Trump, bringing politics into it, bringing race into it. I just want us again to see these videos and talk about it because it is trending. So people are dragging two black women on TikTok because of the video they did in regard to the Texas flooding, which I would want us to see this clip. Now, people are saying that they did not lie. Some people said no, they shouldn't have, posted those videos. They shouldn't have made those videos in the first place. I saw videos of white people mad and angry, like they reported their account. It is literally going left. But then again, I saw a video of a white man who did the same video. Literally, he said almost the same thing that these two black women said, but I'm not seeing a lot of reactions. In as much as, yes, people canceled him, people dragged him, but the way, the energy they are putting into the black women that did the videos, that is going viral, I'm not seeing it on this white guy. Stay with me, guys. I'm going to show you those videos and I'm going to show you some stitches so you guys can see, people's opinion. I want to read from you at the end of this video. Do you think that those black women should have said what they said? And of course, the white man, do you think that he is right? Stay with me. Let's check these videos out.
Christian camp. They don't even have a token Asian. They don't have a token black person. It is a all white only conservative Christian camp. If you ain't white, you ain't right, you ain't getting in, you ain't going, period. And I think that context needs to be said in this matter. It's not to say that we don't want the girls to be found, whatever girls that are missing or whatever right now, but you best believe, especially in today's political climate, if this were a group of Hispanic girls, especially with them being in East Texas, it should be most likely Hispanic. If this were a group of Hispanic girls out there, this would not be getting this type of coverage that they're getting. No one would give a fuck. And all these white people, the parents of these little girls, would be saying things like they need to be deported, they shouldn't have been here in the first place, and yada yada yada. So before y'all come at me, before y'all start leaving hate comments on my page about, oh, these are just kids and they don't know no better, the parents of these children who are choosing, and it is a choice in 2025, it is definitely a freaking choice to go into East goddamn Texas and to make a all-white enclave, exclusionary just for white people, with all the black people in East Texas, with all the Hispanic people in East Texas. Somehow, some way, you have carved out an all-white, whites-only enclave in East Texas for your white children. Yeah, I have a problem with that. I have a big problem with that. Once again, this is no shade to the girls. I hope they all get found. But once again, y'all have to understand the climate that we're living in. They want you to have sympathy for these people. They want you to get out of your bed and to come out of your home and to go find these people and to donate your money to go find these people. Meanwhile, they are deporting your family members. Meanwhile, they're setting up concentration camps and prisons for your family members. And I need y'all to keep that in mind before y'all get out there and put on your rain boots and go find these little girls.
We have heard from Shadi, and I want you to please keep that in mind. We are going to hear from the second black woman, and then we will hear from the white man. Stay with me, guys. Let's see these videos.
I'm going to say it because y'all scary as fuck, and I don't give a damn. Them little girls, them people died because of racism, not politics. Boom, I said it. I don't give a fuck. And am I sad? No. Nope. Because more YT people will have to DIE in order for motherfuckers to what? CARE. I said what the fuck I said. I don't give a fuck, and minds are here with me. We voted the correct way. You reap what the fuck you sow. Just the night before the flash flood happened, y'all were okay with motherfuckers being stripped away from their motherfucking families and never seeing them again. People being deported. Y'all were okay with that. Be okay with not finding Sarah Lou. Be okay with not finding Billy. Be okay with never seeing them again. Keep that same energy because I'm here for it.
Texas has been cheering on ICE all across the country, and now y'all want sympathy for a flood? Have you lost your minds? No, I don't feel sorry for you. I feel sorry for the mom that had that 4-year-old ripped from her arms and will have to hear her baby scream in her head for the rest of her life. That's who I feel bad for, MAGA. You guys voted to take this National Weather Service away. You guys voted and cheered on those shutting everything down. I don't care about you people. I hope you suffer worse than anyone. I hope the parents of these kids regret every day voting for Donald Trump. And I don't want to hear we don't know who they voted for. It's Texas and it's a camp. And the fact that y'all even want empathy tells me everything. Like, sure, I absolutely hate that kids were lost today and other lives. But you guys have cheered on everybody else's demise. Maybe it's all time we get some popcorn and watch yours.
Basically, TikTok took Sade's account down. And I mean, she is going viral. Her video is going viral. And I mean, the backlash she's receiving is too much. I'm going to show you stitches. Of course, people are reacting to their videos. Let's check these videos out.
Sadie Perkins, Sadie World, baby, you're wrong. You're wrong. It's no right in what you did and what you said. You embarrassed yourself. You embarrassed your husband. You embarrassed your children or your child. Why would you make a video like that? You know people don't play about children. It don't matter if they black, white, pink, orange. It don't matter. Those are innocent children. Those are somebody's babies. No matter how old they were, 13, 14, they will always be our babies. You know what I'm saying? You can put your family in harm's way because now you at a pew-pew range showing us weapons about what you're going to do if somebody come to your house. So now you're getting, I guess people inboxing you, threatening you. Was it worth for you to lose your job? How you provide for your family? Y'all, we have to be careful. I want y'all to look at what she's going through and think about that could be us. You have to be careful with your words, but we know better. Not to say something about children. We get up here, don't get me wrong. TikTok is one of those platforms you can speak your mind. But speaking your mind about something that's sensitive and hurtful and wrong was wrong. You know what I'm saying? You owe your family and you owe many others an apology. Hugs and love. Y'all be blessed. It was a hurtful video to even watch. Again, hugs and love. Y'all be blessed. J-Lo. Apologize.
Sade Perkins spoke her truth about Mystic Summer Camp flood. Now, here's the thing about the truth. Sometimes the truth is unwelcoming, it's distasteful, and it's downright ugly and unwarranted, and it could be misconstrued. Now, what y'all gotta understand is that if it was young girls that look like me, they wouldn't get as much news coverage. It wouldn't be so much publicity behind it. But let me just say this. I don't think when Sade wanted to cause awareness and wanted to out hatred, that she was actually gonna out herself and let us know and make us aware that she has a little hatred in her heart herself, because she's lacking sympathy, empathy, and also humanity. Because once again, these are children. Children. I don't see color when it comes to children. I see children who need to be brought home. I see some children who won't make it home. I see some children who will forever have to live with this tragedy in their head. That's what I see. And Sade, here's my thing. And I'm going to tell you the truth to you, sister girl. You have every right to vocalize the way you feel. But you're not no different than the people who really are people who really have hatred in their heart. You're not no different because you just showed us who you are. And I agree with some of the things you said, but I'm gonna put on my rain boots and go and help these little girls. I don't give a care how you feel, because if this was my little girl, I want you, whoever, to come out and help me save my baby, okay? Or put my baby to rest. I'm just being truthful.
Okay, I am starting to believe that y'all are just being willfully dense, but, you know, I've said it before. I understand we're in Texas. A lot of y'all are just on a third grade level education-wise. So I will say it again. I very clearly said, and this is what I actually said, because didn't nobody say they wanted no children to perish. I said, if those were black campers, trans campers, immigrant campers, LGBTQ campers, period, these same MAGA Christians would be saying that they deserve it or it's God's will. So if you're just using their logic, use their logic. If it's God's will to sweep away gay kids and immigrants and whatnot, maybe this was God's will. Okay? And I don't even believe in God, but that is their logic. Because if this were to happen to another group of people, that's exactly the shit that they would say. And we know this because this is their playbook and this is exactly what they do every single time. And you're just acting like you haven't seen this shit before, okay? The wildfires happened in California. What was MAGA doing? Oh, well, that's God. God said that, you know, the Californians, they out there, they're just hellions and devils and whatnot, and Hollywood and all of that. So therefore, this is God's will. So don't send them any disaster relief because it's God's will. Maybe this was God's will then, sis. Okay? Use their fucking logic. And while you over here caping for them and whatnot, I know that you know that if this was your cousin or your daughter or somebody else like that with your little black ass, they're not looking for them, boo. You know that. Why you over here putting your boots on and stuff and strapping up to go find these little girls? They would never, ever look for you, and you know that. Okay? So I don't understand what little moral high ground or whatever that you're trying to pretend like you got on Beyonce's internet. But you sound like a fool. And you can go out here and be looking for little Sally Mae and Lou and whatnot all you want to, boo. But I believe in reciprocal energy. All right? If I can't expect the same from you, then I'm not going to do for you. Period.
First off, I want to offer my deepest condolences and my unending covering and prayer for the families and children that are being affected by the floods in Texas. Second off, I want to remind everybody on here that these were children. These were babies. And they drowned in the middle of the night in the dark. They died. And I'm not even going to tag these people because I don't give demons or the enemy any attention. Lord, forgive me. But what the hell are you doing? What are you doing? If you're celebrating and you get excited and revved up to make a video about kids dying, so you can say, I told you so, you need prayer. You need to seek the face of Jesus. Our country needs serious deliverance. This season of exposure is becoming a lot. Lord, forgive us and have mercy on us in this country. Lord, please have mercy on us and forgive us. These babies went to seek the face of Jesus at camp. I know that he has them in the palm of his hand right now in paradise. Father God, I just lift up these families who are grieving and are just confused. And Father, I pray that you fill them with a peace that surpasses all understanding. Holy Spirit, I pray that you just comfort them and love on them and fill them right where they're at. Y'all, we really got to start loving each other. This hatred, this evil, we need to unite right now more than ever. Because this division is the work of evil. If there's anybody in Texas that needs any help or prayer, please, anything, resources, please reach out to me, please. I will help you in any way that I can. Love you all with the love of Christ.
Oh, don't worry, guys, because 27 young girls died over the weekend at a summer camp. But Sade Perkins, she took one look at the story and said, let's make this about me. Yep, in the middle of a tragedy, when families were begging for updates, kids were missing, parents were praying, this former Democrat-appointed Houston official hopped on TikTok and said, Camp Mystic is a whites-only Christian conservative camp. No token Asians, no token black kids. If you ain't white, you ain't right. Her words, not mine, not a parody. First of all, what? Second, what kind of human looks at families pulling bodies out of a river and says, hey, now's the time for a race-baiting monologue? This is the new activist playbook? Grief chasing? She literally said if the kids were Hispanic or LGBTQ, no one would care. Except people are Hispanic, are LGBTQ, and are out here sending supplies and prayers and donations because normal people don't look at a dead child and ask who they voted for. Then, when you think it can't get any darker, she doubles down and blames Governor Abbott and President Trump for the floods. Ma'am, are you okay? You think Trump made it rain? Even her pastor boyfriend came out and said, yeah, sorry about her. We're praying for everyone. The church condemned it. The mayor booted her. She's been publicly disowned more times than a real housewife.
This is the depraved world that we live in. This guy, if you can even call him that, decided to describe that the little girls that passed away at Camp Mystic, he said they flushed away like how God flushed a dirty toilet.
Think I'm hateful? Well, guess what? All I'm doing is matching energy of your people. That's it. That's literally my new mantra in life is I match energy from everyone. And most people cannot handle when you match energy. Like you see how Tamir Rice died. White people, oh my God, yeah. The nigger boy has died, the nigger baby, the little niglet. Now that there's a white supremacist camp with white girls get flushed away, God flushed them like on a fucking dirty toilet. And we're doing the same thing, matching energy, going, oh yeah, the little Neanderthals are being died, they didn't flush them. Now suddenly it's like, oh my God, you people are so hateful. Why are you making AI? You were doing this. You've been doing the exact same thing to us for years, for decades. And in 1 year that we...
So he claims that the little girls that passed away are Neanderthals. And the reason why he's celebrating it is because he's just energy matching. So that's the justification that these people are making up in their mind. And in the same breath, using God while encouraging the death of innocent children. If you're wondering who he is, that's his username. I'm not going to tag him because he's most likely probably going to block me after that. But apparently this is his 7th account, 3rd in 2025. Anyways, if you're wanting to see that entire video, it's this one right here to watch the entirety and the ridiculousness of how evil and demonic this person is.
Now, I want to start by saying I do not agree at all with what this young lady said about the missing children. That is absolutely insane. I don't care if the little kids' parents are the biggest POSs in the world. No child deserves to pass away or be missing. Like that's, I don't know, something about that's crazy. And I also heard that she lost her job because of the tasteless video that she made about the missing children. But I want to also say this to everyone that held her accountable and made the stitches and duets and stuff like that, canceling her and this, that, and third. Y'all did y'all big one. Now, can we do that to the same people who are advocating for children being snatched up in schools because of the color of their skin? Can we also hold accountable people who are wishing Carmelo Anthony, a 17-year-old child, to be raped and assaulted in prison by grown-ass men who are murderers and rapists? Can we hold them accountable too? Can we make sure they lose employment as well? While we at it, can we also hold people accountable who said that slavery should have continued for black people in this country, and that it should have never stopped, because that in itself is violent in nature? Can we hold those people accountable as well? Can we also hold people accountable who make tasteless videos saying that 12 million people in America deserve to have their health care removed because a few of them be scamming people? So that means a lot of the elderly, children, people who are not mobile, you know, those people deserve to not have their health insurance. Apparently, can we start holding those people accountable too? Because it seems like you guys are being real picky and choosy. Again, what this young lady said was disgusting, but you guys are being very picky and choosy, and that's not okay.
I really didn't get into this story too much until just a few moments ago, and that was after I saw a Facebook post about her. And if you don't know, this is the woman that said what she said about the camp of full of the victims from the Texas flood. I guess she said something like the camp itself is for special privileged white people, whites only, and something along the line that, you know, maybe it wasn't so bad that they lost their lives. I don't agree with it whatsoever. I'm not supporting her whatsoever. Here's what's interesting to me. She started a Go Send Me page. Her goal is to reach $20,000. So far, she's raised about a little over $500. And you would think, well, she's made this amount of money because people are supporting what she views and her viewpoints, right? No. Go Send Me, you have to, in order for you to leave a message, you have to donate the minimum of $5. People are donating $5 just to be racist and give their opinion about her. That's it. And so far, she's made $500 just from people wanting to say something to her, which makes no sense whatsoever because you still are giving her money. It's you're paying money to be racist towards a woman that said some racist things after you made a racist white woman a millionaire for calling a special needs kid the N-word because he saw a toy at the park.
Wait, Texas has been cheering on ICE all across the country, and now y'all want sympathy for a flood? Have you lost your minds?
A lot of us didn't vote for Trump, but are you saying what I think you're trying to say?
I hope the parents of these kids regret every day voting for Donald Trump.
Again, we didn't vote for Trump and fuck ICE, but by your logic, you're saying that all these people who died in the flood was because of a political issue? Let me be the one to tell you this, Eric, because truth be told, a lot of us here in Texas, we don't like Trump. We don't like ICE. We don't like MAGA. But it's the fact that we're putting our differences to the side to handle this important issue. Many lives were lost. Children's lives were lost. And we're putting our shit to the side to lend a helping hand because human life is more important than any political party. Instead of involving politics in your little stupid ass rant, you should be extending your thoughts, prayers, and condolences to the families that were affected by this tragedy. Because God forbid, it can happen to you too. Don't be crying to us when it happens.
Oh, this dude picked up the phone, looked us dead in the face, and said he don't feel bad at all for none of the flood victims, that they died, and he hope it gets worse. I don't know if he thinks that this storm voted for the Democratic Party or what, but that's what I'm telling y'all. The Democrats ain't gonna win another election no time soon because it's stuff like that right there. We are tired of y'all. Y'all supposed to be the party of love. Y'all don't do nothing but hate. Y'all are hypocrites, bruh. Y'all get on here and act as if y'all are such advocates for the gay community. But yet any opportunity y'all get on here and call me gay, tell me I look gay. Y'all try to use it in a derogatory way toward me. But yet y'all supposed to be the ones that support them. Now, I ain't gay. I don't know where the hell y'all be getting that from. I guess because of the earrings or piercings or something. But that's what I'm saying. It's the hypocrisy and the hate that y'all show constantly over and over and over. Y'all, the flood has nothing to do with Democrats or Republicans. But yet you don't feel bad for kids, bro. These are kids that died. You don't feel bad for the kids because the state overall is a red state and the state doesn't feel the same way as you feel. And you think it's okay for you to say that you hope it gets worse.
So an ex-Houston official by the name of Sade Perkins is under fire today after she bluntly states that the young girls and people who were working at Camp Mystic deserved what they got because of their background of being a whites-only girl Christian camp. Now, we don't know how true this is, but let's go ahead and talk about it. So Camp Mystic is for sure an all-girls summer camp that has been around since, I believe, 1926, and they are in Kerr County. Now, we know Kerr County had a foot of rain that came in that flooded the Guadalupe River that resulted in multiple deaths, okay, including some of the young girls and some of the workers at Camp Mystic. And 26 girls are still accounted for. They're still looking for them. Now, Sade took to her social media and made a video, and here's what she pretty much said. She said, I know I'm going to get canceled for this, but Camp Mystic is a white-only girls Christian camp. They don't even have a token Asian. They don't have a token black person. It's an all-white, white-only conservative Christian camp. If you ain't white, you ain't right. You ain't getting in. You ain't going, period. Sade Perkins said in the video about the girls-only Camp Mystic. While blaming the media coverage of the tragedy, Perkins alleged that the spotlight of the floods would have been a lot dimmer if the victims were not white or from other races. If there is a group of Hispanic girls out there, this would not be getting this type of coverage. She says that no one would give a F, and all these white people, the parents of these little girls, would be saying things like they need to be deported, they shouldn't have been here in the first place, and yada, yada, yada. Now, of course, once people heard this, they started flooding to her Facebook page, and here's one of her responses. Pray for the souls of those little girls who are reaping the ACES rewards of their parents. Y'all voted for Trump, and he cut EPA and FEMA funding. A flash forward flood alert should have been issued, but it wasn't because the budget was cut. Go pray about that. This is all very unfortunate, and we do know that white people tend to be overrepresented in media when tragedies like this happen. But at the end of the day, it's not the kids' fault, and they're still missing, right? It's not their fault. They're children. They're innocent. So I do hope that they are found. But of course, as days continue to pass, you start to pretty much believe that there may not be hope in finding them alive. But hopefully they'll still be able to be reunited with their family, so their family, if they're not alive, can possibly give them proper burial.
Beside me are some of the screenshots of comments I grabbed randomly so you guys can see what other people said about these videos. You can please pause to read if you want to. So in the comment section, some people agreed with the two black women and of course the white guy. But the majority of, people are against, their videos, reporting their accounts. Like I said, Sade's account is gone, but she has a new account where, she did her follow-up video we just watched. I just thought to bring these videos here, for us to talk about it. What is your take on this? People died. I'm a mother. Seeing these videos on TikTok, parents crying. I don't know. It's not something that should happen to anyone, even though some people don't care. ICE deporting children that are literally receiving treatments. And you see some people clapping hands, rejoicing. It is not their fault that for some reason they don't have papers. But I mean, they are kids, innocent kids receiving treatment. What do you want them to do? Now, I feel this is why, we are getting these reactions, loads of reactions, even from white people, bringing politics into this. I don't know. I'm praying for Texas. I'm praying again for the families that lost their loved ones. We don't need to spread hate. Let's spread love. Do not abandon this person because of the color of her skin. Reach out, help people, have sympathy, have empathy. If you don't give it out, don't just expect it. Because when it gets to your turn, people are going to turn their back on you. We saw videos, people clapping their hands. Even the alligator facility, we saw videos of people dancing, that human beings are gonna, be in there, surrounded with alligators. And of course, people are happy. Well, anyways, I thought to bring this video here. Let me know what you all think in the comments, guys. And thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video, share, comment, and of course, come back for another one. I'm gonna see y'all in my next video. Y'all have a lovely day. Prayers for Texas. Bye.